Well, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening wherever you are. Okay, well, we are on the race. I've just missed the start. Bravo, well done, Jammy. And anyway, these are the Amamiya, the RX-7 Amamiya. And we are all in the same make and racing. This is sports soft tyres, I believe. So, at the moment, these are, well, according to most of the drivers, these are incredibly difficult to control. So, needless to say, I won't be, as you can see, one of the more experienced drivers, Awesome Alex, just drifts out wide since he's already having issues with the drifting and the problems with the, oh dear, who is this? Who is that? Oh, Cusker. He's just spun out. Unbelievable. And he goes straight to last place. That is really, really unfortunate. And off he goes. Very colourful car, I might add. But anyway, do we see any of the other drivers? Let's just have a look around the corner. And yeah, just about. Just going around the corner. So maybe he can catch up, maybe he can't, I don't know. But at the moment, the way it's going, they are incredibly sensitive, these cars, and the back end tends to slide out a lot. But this was a choice by a driver. But unfortunately, I'm guessing he never actually tested the cars, so he's just literally put the name and the track, put a car and a track out of the hat and said, okay, this will do. So with that, let's just see how the other guys are doing. As you can see, in 10th we have John William Megan, who's oddly enough got his wipers on. Not quite sure why. But there you go. As we see, JC flips round on his Rizla Plus car. He's currently in 9th, so well done for him. So pretty good going. We have Neil next up in line. However, he's just past Canny, and Canny must be a little bit annoyed about that. He's only after making it. You see, it's just so easy to overcompensate, and quite frankly, cars are sliding all over the place. JC had a little bit of a slide just then as well. I mean, to be honest, I really dread to think what these cars are going to be like as soon as the tyres get worn. So all we can do is just hope for the best and hope that you get used to the control at least. Well, let's see up front, towards the front is John William Egan, and he's in 8th place. Somewhat staying even with Neil, who tends to go wide on that corner. Otherwise we have Mr. Sean. Mr. Sean in the blue car. While we have Tesla in 5th, who's also racing. Looks like he's doing okay so far. If he can just not do anything too crazy, he should be just fine. And there's Alex, who's pretty aggressive on the whole anyway. So, all is well. Let's have a look at Daniel Wills in a second. All seems to be pretty good. However, the crowd leader, and it seems by a fair old margin, 4.9 seconds ahead, is De Gerrit. Or Gary for short, driving the Jägermeister car. Imagine that, advertising alcohol on a race car. Brilliant. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, right. Okay, well, other than that, let's have a look down the grid again. Another 11th. Costco, who seems to be, you know, obviously seems to be catching those guys up, so that's pretty good. A little tyre screeching going along, so that's always potentially can cause a bit of an issue with tyre screeching, since it tends to wear the tyres down a lot more, giving the car obviously less grip, less handling, and worse overall times. So the less you can tyre screech, the better. Oh dear, Kenny has gone again. That's pretty sorry state to get into. That's the second time he's crashed out at the moment, so he's obviously not favouring this car, that is for sure. Okay, well, we have a look at JC, but JC goes super wide. What is going on? I cannot believe it. JC goes super wide, loses out of place. However, he does keep Cammy still behind him. So that's good for him. At the moment, I think JC is kind of spinning around like a wild thing, and this is certainly going to be a bit of a challenge for him, for everybody else. So we'll see how they get on. As for the guys up front, Neil seems to be pretty steady at the moment. Those guys, no problem there. Neil, no problem. Tusker, yeah. And JC and Kenny. Well, the thing is, they all seem to be doing very well. Gary up front, he seems to be doing absolutely fantastic. He's now 5.4 seconds off second place. So actually, that's fantastic. Lead of 5.6 seconds now. Brilliant. Daniel Wills, obviously, in second. And yeah, with a gap of 4.1 seconds behind him, or her. And there's Alex, a very experienced member of the driver's room. If you need any information or or if you're interested in driving for the driver's room, please don't hesitate to contact me or Gadget or Alex. So there's awesome-Alex1234. There's Gadget, GADGET 334, oh, there's myself, the Jammy-D _73. And with any of these names, you should be able to get in touch with the driver's room, and hopefully we could actually see you on track. So let's hope that these guys can actually keep it together. Obviously still a little bit of sliding, however the drivers seem to have slightly get used to the track at the moment. Let's go down the track a little bit. We have Neil, no problem, in 8th there. Cusker obviously in 9th. We have had 2 more issues with JC and Kenny. So they're quite a bit behind. You see, everyone's beginning to spread out at the moment, you see. So all you can do is just race your own race. But it's one of these races that unfortunately you can't aggressively overtake someone for fear of actually taking yourself out. So, you know, you've got to really ask yourself, is it worth being aggressive in this car? The answer is simply no, it's not. Oh dear, well, these cars have some power. The Amamiya RX-7, however, it is just a base RX-7 with a body kit. So Amamiya isn't a make, it's the actual body kit name itself, which also became famous and synonymous with the RX-7. So let's have a look at some of the other drivers. There's Neil in 8th place. As we go up a little bit, we have John William Megan, who is in 7th. Very swift design there. We have Mr. Sean, who quite frankly hasn't bothered to design his own car. Shame on you, sir. We have Tesla, who's designed to put a little bit of manga on his car. Very good, very good. Considering that the RX-7 does come from a Japanese manufacturer, I think it's only just so. There should be some manga or some anime on this car. Why not? As we see, ahead of this lot, we have DJ Rossi. And he seems to be doing okay, providing you can just keep the grip of the car and keep it on the track. Almost off the track there, thank you, Rossi. But just keep it on track and you'll do, you know, just fine. As for Alex, he's going some, but unfortunately he just can't catch number 2, who's also 5 seconds ahead. So we've got some work to do. So you can either hope that the person in front makes a mistake, or you've got some serious work to do. So at the moment it should be soft going, and oh, Alex goes wide straight onto the grass. Unbelievable. Oh dear, oh dear. A little bit of sliding right there. And lots of people come into the pit. Alex decides to stay out, and he says, no, it's okay guys, I'll stay out. That's exactly what he has done. Incidentally, Gary has, it looks like he's just come from the pits. He's still in the lead. So he's, and he's on obviously much fresher tyres or brand new tyres. So actually he should be perfectly okay, considering he was setting a good pace before. We have Alex just behind him, obviously trying to catch in his slipstream, but obviously with considerably more worn tyres than Gary, there's going to be a problem in catching him, or he's certainly going to have difficulty, that's for sure. As for Mr. Sean, who's trying to catch Alex, clearly he's going to have a bit of trouble since his tyres are a little bit worn, but not too bad. Alex, on the other hand, tends to drift a lot, hence his nickname, the Drift King. Yes, everyone will know that. Anyway, Mr. Sean in third position. Fourth, we have a lot of space between Daniel Wills and the person in front and behind. We have John William Megan, who's just in front of Mr. DJ Ricey. Okay, well, as it happens, Mr. Rice here is driving a Japanese style livery, so that's very nice. Always good to see Japanese style livery on Japanese cars, always. So, with that said, we go down to position number 7, Tesla, which also is having, I thought it was having an issue with the livery, but sorry, with the car again, but it seems he's okay. It looks like John William Megan has actually gone into the pit and just come out. We have a look at JC and Cusker. Obviously Cusker will be on the attack and hopefully he can actually make it through, but you never know. The thing is, with this car and with this track combination, it can be rather difficult. As we have a look at Mr. Kenny, obviously quite a bit behind now, 6 seconds behind. Yes, he's changed his tyres, however he does need to pick up the pace and just a little bit, because he's looks like he's going to miss out on catching anybody up at all. So let's go out to the front again. Let's see, there's Gary, who's at numero uno, who's on fresh tyres. There's Alex, who clearly needs a tyre change. Certainly some more gas, but maybe he can actually go without gas. We will see. Well, at the moment, you see, Alex is kind of drifting his car around. Will he go into the pit now? And yes, he does. So, with that, Daniel Wills, fresh tyres, no problem. Across the line, not an issue. Okay, well, we go and have a look at Mr. Ricey, John William Megan, Mr. Sean, in that order. I have no idea what John William Megan is doing with his wipers going. He's obviously pressed the button for the wipers and he doesn't realise they're on, but never mind, it's only a racing game, right? So we will see just down the pack a little bit. So we have Dessler at the side, or rather at the rear of the three here. Get off the grass, Dessler. Doesn't do your tyres any good. And makes them extremely slippery. Not a good technique. Okay, well, as we see up front, we have Mr. Sean trying to catch John William Egan in this car. Should be entertaining, but quite clearly Gary has got it in number one. As we go to his car right now, he's clearly 15.3 seconds away from everybody else. So it looks like, quite frankly, it's his race entirely. So well done, Gary. He's done very, very well. All is well. Let's have a look just towards the back of the field. Kenny in 11th, we have Cusker in 10th. 9th we have JC. Who's trying his best, in fairness, to catch up Neil, but if only Neil would actually make a little bit of a mistake like that one, it would just cause JC just to catch up a little bit more. So if he can keep on racing, that would be fantastic, and he'd be catching Neil up and potentially overtaking him, and that's got to be a good thing. So with that, oh, Neil goes super wide onto the grass. Oh dear. We'll look at Neil. We've got, oh dear, Cusker going super fast into the hairpin there. Wow, makes it stick. Fantastic. So actually, Neil's lost out on 2 places just by going on that grass. So pretty unlucky, I must admit. And now, in fact, there's we have Kenny at the rear. Can now even see the other drivers. Neil, we can now see. So that's quite good. As we take a look at the front, however, it is Gary, who's been racing very well indeed. He took up a lead right at the start. I believe he started from pole, so that is great racing. Danielle, however, has also been racing a good race, but this driver doesn't seem too bothered about anybody else. So that's okay, providing you've got no one near you. Let's have a look at Alex. Well, Alex is at the moment is 3rd. So let's That's great. He does need to put on a little bit of pressure to actually catch second. Maybe he can catch second, I'm not really sure. But it's going to be a little bit tough, I must admit. With Ricey being in fourth, with over a 6.1 second gap between fourth and third. Obviously, Ricey's going to find it pretty tough to catch up. We have John William Egan in fifth place. He's only 2.3 seconds behind. He seems to be doing well with only 3.5 minutes to go from this race. So that means 2 more laps. At the moment, the car needs to stay on the track instead of sliding all over the place. Okay, well, we look at Mr. Sean here. He's just racing with a lot of space behind him. Oops, a lot of space behind Mr. Sean, so that's great. He's actually catching up with John William Egan. That's good news. Tesla, on the other hand, we have a look behind. Nobody behind for, well, 10.4 seconds. So it's actually got a long, gap, a big gap. And then we come to JC, who I talked to just before the race. He said he was extremely confident about running this race, and he was very much looking forward to driving these cars. So, with that said, he did put in a little bit of practice, and it looks like he's going to come, if he keeps it together, just in 8th position or maybe 9th, with Cusker at his tails. So, having a look at from Cusker's point of view, as you can see, these cars tend to slide out rather a lot. We have a look at Neil in 10th position, who's kind of a while behind, to be honest. Can he? Well, clearly he's in 11th, but he's having a few problems with the car, I'm guessing, pretty much all race. But to be honest, it's not a favourite car/track combination that many people would have actually chosen in the first place. However, it was chosen by a driver, mentioning no names, and I'm sure people will just be glad, very glad, that the race will be over very soon. Okay, well, as we go back to the front, Gary clearly not a problem. He quite likes these cars. However, let's just hope that the guy doesn't run out of fuel. So we will see. Daniel in 2nd position, just wide open space, not a problem. Just keep going, and hopefully you can, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, well, third, as you can see, is Ricey. He's obviously overtaken Alex, who's clearly had an issue, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I'm guessing he must have gone on the grass just slightly, gone wide a little bit. So yeah, at the moment it's a little bit tricky. So Gary passes the line in first position. Have a look at Danielle Wills, who also will cross the line in second position. Very good, very good. Followed by DJ Ricey. Bravo, Ricey. One of your more favoured races. John William Megan passes in fourth. Alex in fifth, because I'm guessing he's just run out of fuel. Sixth, Mr. Sean. Dessler in seventh. Kusker in eighth. Neil about to cross the line in ninth position, who's also run out of fuel incidentally. JC in 10th, bravo sir. And Canny finishes up in 11th. And the winner goes to the Garrett OPTS. Victory. Bravo sir, and he's done very, very well. Thank you for joining me guys, and I will be with you next Thursday, in fact Thursday. So just bear with me. I will have to close the stream down. However, there will be another stream right momentarily. So I will see you in my next stream. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.